Hey everybody, it's Gomedex, and welcome back to some more Magic Arena. Today we're going to be playing another run of the Final Fantasy Collector Booster Arena Direct, attempting to win a physical booster box of Final Fantasy Collector Boosters by playing Digital Magic on Arena. It's going to be best of one sealed, so 6 play boosters of Final Fantasy is how we're building our deck here. So pretty high risk, high variance, 8,000 gems to enter is a lot of money, but super high reward if you get there, and we already got there on our first run, so everything from here on out it's impossible for us to be at a negative amount of money here because we're so far in the money right now with a collector booster. So anyways, let's play red, shall we? We have Gilgamesh. If we've got a lot of good job select equipment, this card's great. Spitting all those out onto the board, getting a bunch of creatures off the one spell. We do have 2 black rares here, but they're both really bad. Kane sucks in 1v1, and Zodiark is way too hard to cast at 5 black mana. Jumbo Cactuar's not that good. You're casting a 7-drop with no evasion. That doesn't give you any value when it hits the board, so if your opponent has one, like 4-mana removal spell, it's just dead. Or even 3-mana removal spells a lot of the time. So Cactuar's not great, but Brynhilder, Roban are fine. Zell and Gilgamesh are great. We really want to play red here, and if we've got a lot of good ramp, we can play Bahamut as well, which is insanely powerful, but you have to make it to 9 mana. That's the only issue with it. You need some way to help you get to that 9 mana, or you could lose games without it in your hands. This is the most rares we've opened, I think, this entire time, which is kind of sad, but it's a pretty good seal pool, I would say. We've got a Blitzball and a world map for fixing we can put in any deck. Crossroads Village as well. Some dual lands sitting around. 3 Judge Magisters. If our black and white are good to play a nice, aggressive, streamlined deck, that could play really well there. So I do like that. Ring of the Lucy helps us get to 9 mana for Bahamut. So if we just play Blitzball and Ring in any deck, that helps play this no matter what our colors are. So that's interesting as well. Cloud of Darkness and Golgari is real strong. And that's about it for multicolored and colorless. Let's see what we got here in each color and see what looks best. So white is very low on spells, but there is some quality here. I don't really like the Moogles, the rescue mission, or the cat. But we can put these all in as filler just so we can play the better cards like the white Oracite, the Fate of the Suncrist, and the white Mage's Staff. The Grell Hoswell being pretty good. But this is really low on playables when you look at it that way. Checking out the blue, 1 counter spell is the only piece of interaction in the color, then it's just some draw spells. That is super rough, especially because Quistis can't recast counter spells. I have 2 ways to surveil to try to make Matoya good. I guess if I Pixie into Matoya, that's kind of busted. Draw a card every turn we attack with the Pixie. Unlikely to draw the 2 together, but if we do, that's kind of cool. That's about all we have going for the blue. It's just the like Pixie Matoya combo we try to pull off. And that is just a bunch of card draw, and then there's a bunch of just natural card draw too, so that's what blue's giving us as a color. Checking out black. Sephiroth's Intervention, cornered by black mages, and battle at the big bridge, the fatal push there. So 3 solid removal spells. Oh, Treachery as well, 4 solid removal spells. Does make me want to play the color quite a bit. Definitely like that the best out of the 3 colors we've seen so far. White just doesn't have a lot of spells, and blue, just a bunch of like fine creatures for the most part. Red, we are certainly hoping is the best here. We've got the most rares. Couple job select equipment so that the Gilgamesh has something to potentially hit. Did our black have any job select equipment? No, that is such a bummer. Really would like to have more than 2 equipment in the entire deck for Gilgamesh. But what can you do? This is sealed. I can't control what we opened. I have 1 job select equipment in blue, 1 job select equipment in white. I guess if we play white, we get a couple crystal fragments as well. So Gilgamesh, despite being a really strong bomb, one of the best bombs in the set, is not actually that good here. It's okay. We'll still play it, even if we're only running 2 equipment, but it's not going to be the most impressive. High quantity of like playable creatures here, that helps out. That's not as good as I wanted it to be, but it's still probably the best color so far. Last but not least, green. Excellent ramp heal here. Double Torgal. No job select equipment. That's disappointing. We didn't get the bow. Bow would be infinitely better than the scout in this deck. In this sealed pool in general. One combat trick, one removal spell. Fine for green non-creature cards. I mean, yeah, green's really good ramp. Double Torgal's kind of wild. So green looks like a really reasonable color as well. Yeah. Sealed pool looked a lot better when I saw the rares. I don't think there's like an incredible two-color synergy deck now that we look at things. Although I forgot about Bahamut. Okay, when you take that into account and then the green ramp that we have, Double Torgal, Fenrir, and Gubu, we play green for Bahamut, which means we probably play Gruul. We get to play a Monk's Fist for Gilgamesh as well. Really nothing worth splashing here. Maybe Cloud of Darkness. That only requires a single black. Then I get to splash all the black removal spells. I do have a chunk of cards that add of any color. So we can go black removal spells except the double black one. Gruul ramp dot deck. So like Jund ramp is what we're doing. Sandworm is also fixing. We can blow up one of our lands and pull out whatever basic we need. It's pretty late fixing, but you're okay with late fixing in sealed. Crossroads Village, 2 on-colored dual lands is helpful. Play the world map. Blitzball. I'm not going to play the Cactuar here. There's too much efficient interaction for that to be worth it with no enter effect or immediate impact. I don't think this Brynhilder is very good in here. Because we are such a ramp deck, we have so many very high mana value cards. If we exile anything expensive with this, that's just a huge, huge downside. And an early 2-1 that ends up sacking itself, not very good if you're not very aggressive, and I don't think we're very aggressive. I like the double Elder with the double Torgal, because they're humans. I kind of want to keep the human count up. That could be interesting. Zell's a human as well. Gilgamesh is a human. Torgal's already good, even if we have no humans in the deck, but if we can run a few, that'll be pretty nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 creatures. We haven't counted the job select creatures, though. Okay, this is now a lot of creatures. We gotta cut some. I might have to cut the elders then. I don't think I can cut any equipment, or Gilgamesh just gets too weak. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. It's a lot. Vayne Death Toucher. I mean, I'm also on like 3 equipment totals. This is mostly a 2-mana 2-2. Vayne's probably better than that. Sure, that's 3 cuts. I've got this Chocobo as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17. It's still 17 creatures. Monk's Fist is really filler. Maybe we're just not supposed to play Gilgamesh. If I cut Monk's Fist, I'm on 2 equipment total. Gilgamesh is basically just a 6/6 stat point most of the time, with 2 equipment in the entire deck to try to dig to. And then I get to cut the more filler Warrior Sword and just play the 1 equipment that's actually good in here. If I cut Gilgamesh. The Samurai's Katana. I mean, Warrior Sword is fine, but it's pretty filler. I kind of want to just cut this chunk, run all the interaction in the ramp here. Because now all of our I guess there's Tifa's Limit Break. We still have a combat trick in here. That's probably not the best. I was going to say all of our non-creature cards are either removal, 3, 4, 5, or ramp, Blitzball in the ring. But I should cut Tifa's Limit Break for something else. Fire Crystal is astronomically slow. It's 10 mana before you do anything. Warrior Sword's probably better than Tifa's Limit Break. I'm back to 2 equipment total. Still just doesn't feel like a Gilgamesh deck. Oh, right, I have the Cloud of Darkness to splash in that I forgot to put in. We definitely put that in over Warrior Sword. We have 9 mana Bahamut, pretty expensive T-Rex, weapon, bunch of 5-drops. I think I could go 17 lands and a world map here. Basically 18 lands. But I could see cutting 1 land since world map is basically land 17, in which case we could put like the Warrior Sword in, but I think I'm happy to play this really high mana build. Yeah, not very interested in Gilgamesh, not very interested in Brynhildr. Or the Bull. It's so sad that Gilgamesh didn't work out. Because that is one of the strongest rares when it does. I mean, I guess because Gilgamesh would just be a 6 mana 6/6, it might be worth playing the 7 mana 10,007 in here. Put a katana on it if I'm really lucky. I have no other way to give it trample though. If we had a blitzball shot, that'd be the truth. Yeah, I wouldn't mind another card to ramp into. I might. Cactuar's at least better than Gilgamesh in here. Alright, I've got a 4 cycler, 2 2-mana mana rampers, and then at 3 and 4, Blitzball, Fenrir, and Ring. I'm gonna go 17 lands counting the world map as the 17th. I don't want to play the stupid cactus. I mean, whatever. When in Rome. We'll make that the artwork. Let's make sure we've got the right colors here. 13 red cards and then, or sorry, 13 green cards and then 4 red, 4 black. So we're just deep on green. Splash the other 2. So 7, 8, 9, 10 green, 4, 5, 6, 7 black, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 red. I have to choose one to be lighter, black or red. I guess red has 2 creatures at 3 mana or less. Black has just a bunch of removals, so we can wait on that a little bit. We can wait on that longer than we can wait on playing a 3-drop creature on curve, so we actually want 1 less black source than red sources. But we can lock it in, call it a deck there, hop into the gameplay. Yeah, this does. I mean, we have a goal. Uh-oh. Most aggressive color says hello. Vayne. Blitzball's really nice with 1 mana removal spells. So Blitzball's pretty good in this deck because of the Fatal Push, the Thunder Magic. Those are going to be nice. Abzan. What's going on over there? Start poisoning them, I guess. Could draw 2, but I've got a really good 5 and 7 mana card to ramp to. I might have to sack the Blitzball just to have something in the grave for the Cloud of Darkness to actually kill something when it enters. Fenrir is incredible. Pretty bad deal for us no matter how we play it. I didn't realize they hadn't played their land for turn yet. Yeah, because they played Farseek and then also Fenrir, the double ramp here. I would have Fatal Pushed if I knew they didn't play land for turn yet. Fatal Push while they don't have the Zac mana. Oh, hey. Look what it is. Send it here. I think Finn for Fenrir is fine, and if they sack Zac, that's going to be really bad for them. Cool. Stop them from drawing their Fenrir card later. 1 more permanent engrave for Cloud of Darkness, so Fenrir helps us with that. Now they have the empty board. If we do want to Fatal Push Zac, we can do that again. I have double red cards in here. I don't think I ended up putting any Yeah, one red for Sandworm, Zell, Katana, and Thunder Magic. No double black either. Already on double green, but a third green could help. Cast 2 green spells in one turn. Got Cactuar mana next turn. Graha. Oh, kill Zach before they can draw the card off of us killing Zach. And then a world map. They have 2 cards left in their hand. Oh, I don't have Cactuar mana without drawing a land for the turn. That's a tragedy. Should play a Torgal and pass. Yeah, I mean, a 3/3 flyer is really bad against the reach creature right now. So by playing Torgal, if they don't kill this, then we have the Cactuar mana next turn. I guess I could chump attack with Fenrir and then play Cloud of Darkness. That wouldn't be horrific, because there's a chance Fenrir doesn't draw us a card next turn. If they play a 4-power creature here. Oh, Graha triggers off artifacts too. That's so good there. I forgot about that in our last deck. That might have been relevant at some point. Not that I'm complaining about our last record. It was solid enough. Wow, a million colors. I didn't even realize. Yeah, full green, white, blue, black. Alright, we get the Fenrir draw. That's good. Can play a Cactuar, but buys the 1 removal spell here. Just kill Garnet instead. Whenever 1 or more other creatures that draw a card off me killing Garnet, that's so frustrating. And the Cloud doesn't even attack through Graha. This is just quite the game for Graha, looks like. Seven toughness, they have 5 power. See how bad we get combat tricked here. Chump draw card is the play. Tap a blocker in their end step. Tap a blocker during our turn is the play. That's so funny. Cool, Arena. They get their Bahamut before us. Technically only drawn... After I crack off Torgal, they'll have drawn basically the same number of cards. I'll have drawn 1 less card than them. First player to draw Bahamut wins. It's not us. Yep, it ain't there. Oh my, I'm a single permanent from killing Graha with the Cloud. Ugh. That's so bad because I can't sack the ring. And if I sack Torgal to Treachery, like... then it already is dead to Treachery instead. I guess I could Treachery Bahamut and Cloud of Darkness Bahamut and keep the ring. Then Graha keeps popping off with all the card draw. This position is booty. Bahamut gets to... Okay, if Bahamut stays, it gets to blow up the ring. And then draw 2 and then shoot us for a bunch. Guess I'll die. Keep popping off, Graha. Well, we are still in this game if we draw exactly our Bahamut. Three blockers up means we're not dead yet. This thing has 12 creatures off of one spell. And it gives them all indestructible. I missed a tap there. I could have taken 2 less damage. That's actually insane. They opened up Bahamut and summoned Knights of the Round because they're basically the same card. They're the like get to 8 mana or 9 mana and you win. So it's just like a free, obviously build ramp sealed pool. 4 blockers. Block, 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 block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Going to like 1 life now. There's nothing I'm really playing to at this point. No outs I'm really playing to. But you might as well play it out in a very competitive event like an Arena Direct. It's probably lethal. 3 blockers total. Block the 3s, so block, block, block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nah, not quite. Right. Not much to say there. I definitely did not play that out perfectly, but you're just not beating Bahamut into Knights of the Round, so that is some sealed magic for us. 0-1 heading into game 2. Okay. We are going to get deleted if they can kill his Torgal. But this is a very strong hand if they can't. Black deck. Black decks have 2 mana removal at common for -2/-2. I think white, blue, and green would be the best matchups to keep Torgal around. Heck dies. Put the Fear of the Lord in them. I'm gonna reanimate Jumbo Cactuar with haste. It's coming. I promise. Okay. Natural land draws D's here. We send 5 in. Got reanimation for the hack dies? No, I was gonna say it's just... I mean, either way, it's just more damage stopped blocking the non-trampler. If we get the permanents in our graveyard for Cloud of Darkness to kill Cecil, that'll be awesome. But push comes to shove, we can Treachery it if need be. We won't have anything expendable to sack to the Treachery until Fat Chocobo's about to sacrifice itself. So if we find an opportunity to use Treachery as a combat trick to kill Cecil during combat, that will be pretty decent. Since I don't have the mana for Fat Chocobo or Cloud or Darkness here anyway. Don't mind having that Treachery on Cecil play here, potentially. No blocks, though, means we don't get to do that. We just play the Gardener and hold up the Treachery. Maybe we get to use it in response to removal, which would be good. This thing's a 4/4 lifelink on the other side, so it still dies to a kick to Treachery. So I'm not going to respond if they want to take the 2 damage and get the flip here. Crystal Fragments. +1/+1 equipment. Suit up to Cecil with the fragments, still dies to Treachery. Just gonna hold it up on blocks here, that'd be awkward. Yeah, really wanted to see the attack. Or removal spell from opponent. Oh dear god, I need 9 mana. We're at 5. All I can really do here is play a Fat Chocobo or pass. This is not a bad Fat Chocobo spot, though. Yeah, sure. This cannot tap the Chocobo, so I'll have a blocker for Cecil if we're scared. We're not really. If it hits us, they take the damage as well, and then we get to Treachery it. After all is said and done. And they're down to 12, so damage will be legit when our board is this wide. Swamp Cycle and Marlborough. They might have their own very high mana value. Rare like a Bahamut trying to get to. Pass the turn. 6 out of 9 mana now. Still don't have anything super expendable for this Treachery. Just sending the Chocobo in and holding it up. Because they can't tap the Chocobo. It's actually really bad if they tap Torgal here. Thank goodness. No Torgal tap. I guess since they're tapped out, I can hit for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I put them to 2 by going Treachery. That's gotta be worth it. Oh, no, I have to tap Torgal to do it. So I put them to 4. They have a single cat left. If I sacrifice a permanent, Cloud of Darkness can then kill the cat next turn. Treachery sack Katana kind of seems legit. For the permanent engrave here. Put them to 4. Black Mage's Rod. Fate on the Chocobo. They don't have the mana to tap somebody now this turn. If I attack all, I only deal 2. I just concede anyway. Alright, solid stuff. We are 1-1 heading into game 3. Decent opener here. No Katana mana's rough, but there it is. Now it's a pretty solid opener. Flying Death Touch creature. I'm happy with any trade here. Get this out of the way for later. Although our diamond weapon, I believe, can't get Death Touched. Yeah, it just never takes combat damage. Pretty sick. This ring, even to ramp towards the flashback of the greens, is pretty good. Oh, speaking of ramp being pretty good, Captain Lannery's a fantastic card. 2/2 haste, get a treasure every turn. +1/+0 every time they sack a treasure. Excellent, excellent card. Yeah, all we can really do is play a ring. I think we're the beat down here. I think I'm supposed to get my extra 3 in, rather than trying to hold up and block Lannery. Especially against Rakdos, they could pretty easily kill a Chocobo, get their damage in anyway. Oh wow, I can play and crack the world map in the same turn too. Off the ring, that's pretty sick. No double red cards. In this deck, no double black cards, but I already have triple green. Get another black source. Giganto, get a 4/4 out, sure. T-Rexar, well that's a good play for the turn. Can I Blitzball and play that? 4/5. I'm 1 mana from doing that, so no. That's gonna be T-Rexar pass. That'll draw the removal, and now the Chocobo holds off the Lannery. Combat tricky here. They're at 19. I'm not, or we're at 19. I'm not blocking this Toad. Resentful Revelation. So they've drawn a card out of the top 3. They have 6 mana up. There's Anima. They go down to 12. They're dead in 2 T-Rex hits. It's pretty big. There's a Treachery for us. Nasty stuff. End in the T-Rex and play an 8/8 that I can give trample with Katana. As long as I don't randomly die here. And I'm at 15. The only way to randomly die is if they have the uncommon that steals one of our creatures. They just steal the diamond weapon and kill us with it. They don't have exactly that card, even if they like removal spell diamond weapon. We're not dead this turn. It's a Fenrir. They only have 2 mana up after this. 3 if they play a land for turn. They need a 3 mana way to deal with a diamond weapon. That works. It doesn't kill the diamond weapon, but getting rid of the trample makes sure that they're not dead on board. But Vane's Treachery could still kill them out of nowhere. If they don't double block T-Rexar, they die to Vane's Treachery. I guess tap the... Fenrir, so they have to go one blocker on each, and then Treachery kills them, because they have to go one blocker on each. I just kill the one blocker that's on T-Rexar and trample for 6. And that'll be 2-1. Worst case scenario, at least a 50-50 run again. Obviously rough to start off with that game 1 loss, but what are you going to do? 2-1 heading into game number 4. All right, here we are on the play for game 4. Turn 2 Torgal. Always goes pretty hard. Maybe turn 3 Katana. If we hit an untapped land, we can attack both. If we don't, we'll still just play the Katana here, I think. I guess untapped land could play the Ring, but a big card to ramp into right now. Okay. I did hit the untapped land, but I don't want to attack Torgal into Adalbert. I'm also not that into letting Adalbert stick around here and trying to race a 2-power lifelinker, so I think I'm just going to Treachery this and play a Chocobo for the turn. I think that's reasonable. Playing against a black-white deck, there's Aerith. I don't think that's the right play on this board. It's so... you can't imagine how tempting that is. But it's probably Katana attack with a Chokebone Katana. They just gain 2 on the trade, that's fine. Honestly, probably not terrible to trade Torgal off with a Ring in the hand and all of our colors. Yeah. No blocks. They're gonna have something to go with Aerith then. Gain the life, sure. Must be another legend here on blocks. It is not another legend, so I can kill Aerith and they don't put counters anywhere. Can't attack through the trader. This is just intervention, no attacks. Yeah, 4 toughness. Trader does slow this game down a lot. They gain 3. If I kill Trader, I hit for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then they only gain 3. So 13 minus 7, they go to 6, they go back up to 9. But then I don't have removal for Aerith later. And she just keeps gaining and gaining and gaining. I think I have to just accept that they're stable here for a moment. Things go really bad if they play another legend before I kill Aerith. Yeah. I'm glad I did that, because Jet with all those Aerith counters, nightmare. I have to tap him down to this ring every turn. Get a 7/7, make me discard a card and draw a card. Yeah, I can't just like tap trader, send 6. Let them get a 7/7. And it exiles and comes back, so it's like vigilance. They hit me with this, then flip it to an untapped 7/7. I cannot tap trader and send. I have to just tap check. I see you trying to get me to click too fast. That was cheesy. You saw how fast they clicked straight to combat. They were really trying to get one over on me on that. Throw a misclick. Paladin's Arms. Clash is legit. Actually, it's kind of bad on this board. Everybody's kind of low toughness. Deal with Jack, but I lose an actual creature. Well, Vane's a human, so I don't actually lose Vane if I kill a 3/4. Got perfect mana for that, actually. Okay, we gotta play. We have a play. That gets us some swings. This is a serviceable trade. I'd be less happy to lose Torgal than the Katana token. Ay, ay, ay. Sealed is a lot about incredible rares, and here they are. Oops. That would have been so funny if you can't undo that. Been a real disappointing loss. It's a thing. I keep using Torgal first because I need to be able to use the ring even if Torgal dies, but I guess it doesn't really matter because I could respond by using the ring. I think we kill the Odin and stop them from drawing a couple cards, and I also get to get damage in by killing this instead of killing Inject. Okay, stop drawing strong rares. I have dealt with Aerith, Odin, and Jekt. I mean, I guess Jekt is still around if they hit a hexproof trick. There's one at uncommon in white. Okay, that's not a rare, but it's annoying. 4 toughness blocker. Seven mana. I could equip a Katana and tap now. I've got an instant up. We got a Vane's Treachery. Kill this Chocobo. Better than them killing Torgal. Another good reason to use Torgal before the lands, because if they Treachery Torgal while it was untapped and I didn't have the ring mana next turn, it would be a nightmare. A battle menu. Okay. Not great, but okay. Well, now I need to draw really well, because our opponent has not drawn dead pretty much all game, it looks like. Gas every turn. How am I one permanent away? can't be serious. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm 1 land away from casting this and using the ring to protect myself from Jet, and I'm 1 permanent engrave away from casting this and killing Jet. That's ridiculous. Not much you can do about it. They finally drew dead. They just have to flash back their draw spell. Which I guess means it's not technically a dead draw because the mana was still relevant. That is what we call a dead draw. Because we're dead. Yeah, I play Cloud of Darkness. They equip Jet with Lionheart and kill me with them. Or I activate the ring on either of these and they kill me with the other one. Bad draws were bad. That was a rough matchup. We had to fight our way through triple rare. Still got really close, but they couldn't stop hitting gas to protect themselves there. Fought through Odin, Jecht, and Aerith. Bummer. Feels like we were fighting a bit above our weight class with this sealed pool. It looked pretty good at the start because we opened a lot of rares, but a lot of these aren't that good, like the Cactuar. And Gilgamesh, when we opened up like a grand total of maybe 5 equipment in the entire sealed pool, and we only get to play like 3 of them in a 2-color deck. That was really disappointing. Brynhilder just sucks unless you're aggro. This just sucks unless you're aggro. Yeah, I mean, we had a quantity of rares here, but did not really have quite the card quality that we were running up against again. That's a big part of sealed. I don't think there's a lot we could have done better here today. Still scrap out a 2-2. Still a relatively close game, that last one, even against a much stronger deck, I would say, with the incredibly high quality rares they slammed against us. Yeah. Did what we could, but with this sealed pool, it is not going to be enough. That is 2-2 for today's draft. But that is going to end today's video. As always, I'd like to thank my patrons and YouTube members for their support, as well as you for watching the video. If you enjoyed it and you're interested in seeing some more, you can always like, comment, and subscribe to tell the YouTube algorithm to send you more in the recommended feed. If you'd like to catch me live, you can check out the Twitch channel, the link in the description below. And if you'd like to support the channel directly, you can check out the Patreon link in the description below. But other than that, as always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon for some more Magic Arena.